Good afternoon. This is Dr. Kishan from Ayush Scan Center. This is a second trimester anomaly scan, and this is the fetal head. And as we go lower down into the thorax, we start appreciating that the lungs appear more brighter than usual. These are hyperechoic lungs, and when we look at the cardia here, the cardia is compressed by these hyperechoic lungs, and as we go towards the abdomen, we see that there is a gross fetal ascites that is seen. This is a hyperechoic lungs, this is the liver, and these are the bowel loops in the fetal ascites, and these are the fetal kidneys in the retroperitoneum, and the whole abdomen wall is thinned out due to the gross ascites. Now the mechanism for this appearance is, we try to trace the fetal airway, and you can see that this is the fetal airway, that's the trachea there, which is going up, and then there is a sudden narrowing here in the region of larynx. So this is a congenital high airway obstruction, and in congenital high airway obstruction, the alveoli will appear hyperechoic. So hyperechoic enlarged lungs, and these hyperechoic enlarged lungs are going to cause compression of the fetal cardia. So the cardia is more in the midline and appears tubular, and the gross fetal ascites is more like due to a Budd-Chiari syndrome mechanism, where even the compressed lungs are causing compression of the IVC. So there is a gross fetal ascites, tense fetal ascites with thinned out abdominal wall. So if we carefully see, this is a thinned out abdominal wall in which these are floating, and then when we look at the fetal cardia little more carefully, we start appreciating that there is a small echogenic focus that is seen here. So whenever we have these echogenic foci in the ventricles, we need to be very careful at looking at things, and these echogenic foci are seen as early as in the early scans, like 12 weeks when we do a transvaginal. So this is a case of congenital high airway obstruction syndrome, wherein there is a high airway obstruction leading to hyperechoic lungs with tubular cardia, compressed cardia, and also flattened diaphragm. You can see that the concavity of the diaphragm is towards the thorax. Usually the concavity will be towards the abdomen, and you can see that this is a flattening of the diaphragm, and these are the abdominal viscera which are floating in a tense ascites. And when we try to look at the IVC here, see the IVC is also being compressed by the hyperechoic enlarged lungs. These are the hyperechoic enlarged lungs and tense ascites. Thank you.